How's it going everyone? Wildthang here and welcome to another Destiny video. So this past weekend in Trials we had a little bit of a change for Halloween. Now we had some crazy effects on the camera when you probably noticed that I uploaded a previous video of me reacting to that damn spider that kept appearing, which I absolutely hated. And it was always when I was trying to focus on the game that freaking spider would appear and just scare the crap out of me, basically. Apart from that, we also had no radar and we had no revives. Now I wanted to talk to you guys about my thoughts on these changes and how it could actually help Trials in the future. So the no revives thing is an awesome addition because it obviously limits the amount of supers that you get because you can't revive each other. You also have more of a chance in winning your 1v3s because it's a lot easier than having to worry about people getting revives or people spamming revives. And there have been a lot of teams that I've gone up against that have actually won because of revives, and it's just been really frustrating. And I really enjoyed the no revives thing. It does mean that you do need a lot more communication with your teammates, and you also need to just think about where the enemies are. And obviously with the lack of radar, you don't even know where they are, so you have to listen out for audio cues. And like if you hear them jumping around, throwing stuff, you do have to listen out for that. Luckily I have Astro A40, so I was able to hear quite a lot. I was managing to let my teammates know if they were coming up behind us and if I heard any doors opening and stuff like that. But obviously the downside to having no radar is it caused for a hell of a lot of camping shotgunners. Now I know in this video I am running around with a shotgun. It's mainly because the map kind of catered for it, and the fact that you didn't have a clue where the enemies were. You didn't know like how quick you were going to be able to snipe someone. And just throughout the whole time of me playing Trials, I had no situation where I thought I would have benefited with using a sniper. It was just literally, I was just using my primary and my shotgun. And I hate using shotguns, I really do. I even tried using fusion rifles, but you have to have that quick reaction. You need to be able to quickly shoot people. And there was so many Juggernaut Titans in this round of Trials. It was ridiculous. I hated it, to be honest. I hated the fact that everyone was like using the same stuff, everyone was shotgunning. So my thoughts on the no radar thing, I think we do need it in Destiny because the audio cues are like non-existent. We need to be able to hear people running around, so if you're playing Crucible or even in PvE, you can't actually hear your own footsteps. There is literally no audio for it. So we'd need to be able to hear footsteps. We'd need some sort of limited radar, so if you start firing or jumping, you should be able to be seen on the radar. It was nice to not have the radar in a way because it made you think a lot more of your positioning, where you are on the map, and trying to predict the enemy a lot better. And obviously it does call for a hell of a lot of communication between you and your teammates. I know a lot of people have taken to Twitter and just really hate the fact that there was no radar. A lot of people really enjoyed the fact that there was no revives because it does limit the amount of supers, and it also just makes you play the game a little bit better. And it's, yeah, you just need a lot more communication, which is what Trials is supposed to be. You're supposed to be in a solid team. It's supposed to be like the hardest thing in Crucible, and it's supposed to be like a top tier PvP event. And communication is key in these sort of things, and I think I did really enjoy it, and I had quite a few smooth runs. Yes, I was using a shotgun, but I just had to because I couldn't contend with everyone else using shotguns. But then saying that, when we did come up against a team that had a couple of snipers on it, it was a bit of a struggle because everyone was hard scoping. They would camp somewhere and just hard scope all the lanes, and we didn't really know how to approach this because obviously we were just used to everyone using shotguns and just rushing at each other and yeah, just shooting each other with shotguns as primaries basically. So after all this weekend was a fun trial for me, but I did hate the fact that I was like pretty much forced to use a shotgun, and I don't really like shotguns, but I just had to, otherwise we weren't going to win. Like, we had to use a shotgun. And I feel like if this is going to be some sort of permanent feature in Trials, they do need to adjust the radar. Keep the no revives, but the radar definitely needs some work to it. We need some more audio cues and we need some sort of like close by audio cues, or even some sort of thing on the radar, like if you jump or you shoot, you show up, because then it will just stop people from camping. Obviously there's still going to be people camping, but yeah, we do need something for the radar, or maybe just keep the radar as it is now and just no revives. So just keep the radar as normal and then no revives. There's loads of options that Bungie could do to make trials better, and I just hate the fact that a lot of teams win because of revives before this weekend, and I enjoyed it. Let me know in the comments below what your guys' thoughts were on the change of trials. Obviously I hated the visual effects that they did, and like the random audio cues where it was just like random screaming and stuff. That was annoying, and especially that spider. I just don't. No, I just get rid of the spider. I don't want to see that thing again.
Nova as well, just in case.
So anyway, that is my thoughts on the trials for this weekend. I had fun, but it does need to be adjusted if it's going to be used again. So anyway guys, I hope you have an awesome day, and I will see you in the next one.